All right, you ready?
Yup.
How they gonna say they love
How
you?
you say you love me? And I can't even feel that shit.
Talk to
Cause
him.
I've been scarred. Wash away my tears, I cry alone. I've been feeling like I'm gon' die alone. Right now it's me, perks, and this styrofoam. Wash away my tears, I cry alone. I've been feeling like I'm gon' die alone. Right now it's me, perks, and this styrofoam. Little bitch, but I can't seem to keep my shit together. Said she falling back, but she still want me doing better. She said that she can't take it no more. Playing on her feelings, I've been
What up? 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 What up?
What's
What up?
going
y'all?
on with you?
Calm down, y'all. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. We are here at another episode of the Just Say It podcast,
Back at it again. I am your host, Warren Sox,
and I am your co-host DJ Blood Money.
and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Just Say It podcast. We are here, we bless, we turn, and we came here with some news. So, first and foremost, we want to say thank y'all for, supporting the channel, sharing, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. We got a few interesting topics to talk about. And, I'm going to let my brother lead the way.
What's going on, y'all? If you're new here to the channel, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Not at all in that order, but if you're new here to the channel, welcome. This is the Just Say It podcast, where we talk about topics that a lot of people are scared to get canceled on, and we just call it how we see it. If you're new here, like I said, make sure you please subscribe, send us a like. We love y'all. Welcome. One thing that I wanted to talk about, or that I saw this week, right,
Right.
is a fun fact. Y'all know those jugs of Hawaiian Punch, like the big red jugs of fruit punch? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, we all had them as kids, right? I'm not tripping, right?
Right.
Have you ever drinking one that was ice cold?
I mean, I'm assuming, yeah. But, ice cold.
I'm talking about, like, cold. Like, you know how, like, you put ice in, like, a Sprite or, like, a soda or, like, tea and it get real cold?
Yeah.
Fruit punch. The Hawaiian Punch, I'm talking about the big jugs, not like just regular Hawaiian Punch. But the big jugs, it takes them a long time to get cold. You have to be under 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just finding this out, to get those things cold. That means like a regular, freezer or whatever, it might not get it as cold as you need to be, ice cold. It contains so much sugar and salt that regular ice cubes will not get it cold. Like, if you just put ice cubes in Hawaiian Punch and drink it, it's not going to be as cold as you put cubes into like a Sprite, a lemonade, or anything of that. And it's just not going to be as cold. Also, it contains so much salt. The sucrose, if I'm saying it right, sucrose, that it's like drinking anti-thirst. Like, it's going to make you more thirsty the more you drink it.
Yeah, they got plenty of foods like that. I mean, you figure. I mean, think about popcorn. How they put salt on it. You know what I mean? When you eat I'm sure salt will make you thirsty, but when you eat popcorn and stuff like that, at a point in time you eat that much, is going to make you thirsty. So I could just imagine how many foods they put some shit in and it make you feel some type of way. It was, but look, speaking of that, it was some foods that they was talking about, bro, got like bugs inside of it.
Well, I could see fruits like pesticides and stuff, like people doing that, but not like real. But wait, what you talking about though?
I wish I had showed you the video, but the whole world been going on this food crisis stuff, and they were saying like there were some foods that like contain bugs. I do remember one in particular that they were saying like the red food dye, and then it's messed up because it's like me, I love strawberry yogurt, but they were saying shit like strawberry yogurt or the red shit in yogurt, it like contained some of the bugs in the food. So I'm like,
Are these good bug like pesticides or like bacteria? I mean, I guess bacteria and a bug, but like
I'm assuming with the bugs and with everything grinded up, you probably get a low dosage of the bugs in the
a
food.
low dosage is crazy.
For real. Because they like they don't leave the full bug, you know what I'm saying, in the food. They like grind that shit up and grind it up some more and mix it with stuff, and then they serve it to us.
You ever seen the movie it's this movie and they're stuck on a train, not Bullet Train, but they're stuck on a train and it's like slaves in the back and then everybody else up front is eating like well good. It's like well class. Damn, what the fuck is this movie? And the slaves, they were eating these cubes, like these black bricks. And they just was eating them as food. And they found out what they were. They were like bugs, insects. They were like bones. There was just a whole bunch of nasty shit. And they killed the chef that was making it. Long story short, the only reason they're on this train is because like the world has frozen over. And they're on a train that never moves, like never stops. It just keeps, it's going around the entire earth. And it just keeps moving. It never stops. But they had bugs in their food. That's all I was saying, basically. But it's like people on there that's eating like high class people, like the presidents or like mayors. They in there eating lobster tails, they in there eating shark and all that type of shit. But they don't even know they're slaves in the back. Like they think everybody, like the people that are up in the front, they think everybody up in the front like that. Like they think the whole train is like that. But no, it's people in the back slaving, like digging coal, trying to put shit together, build stuff for the people up class, and they don't even know. Sad movie. I forget what the hell is that movie called. I haven't seen it in a while. That's why it's just off the top of my head. But
no, I haven't seen that movie. I mean, if you think about it, the one thing, I mean, you know, when it come to our culture, they used to feed us the scraps. I mean, not us in particular, but you know what I mean.
No, you can say black people. I mean, not us too. Like we wasn't slaves,
right?
But
you know, but they used to just that where you think the chitlins and pig feet come from and stuff like that. But if you think about it, we technically still eat it. I mean, we eat scrapple.
Yeah.
Scrapple ain't a whole bunch of...
I like chitlins.
Nah, I don't. Fuck that.
They stink. They do stink, but nah, chitlins are decent. I ain't gonna lie. Put a little hot sauce on them motherfuckers. Them shits be kicking. But another thing, to everybody that has been watching the videos, I love y'all. Me and bro love y'all support, but we love y'all watching the clips. We hope that these clips transfer into y'all watching the full video.
Right.
Because in one clip, I'm getting a lot of backlash on, and I love it. It's not backlash. It's just people, just commenting that I was saying ways to keep a man happy or to keep a man. Because in the clip, I was talking about the ways to keep a man. Cook, clean, cook for him, good sex, and just a little bit of silence, right?
Right.
I got a couple comments being concerned about that because they were like, that's not a way to keep a man. I'm saying 3 basic things to just keep a man and keep him happy. These are 3 basic things. Just cook for him, good sex, and just be quiet when he asks. Or like when you see him doing something, like some men don't need you to just be telling you about your day. I feel like this, my back hurt, all this extra stuff. Every man's, might be a little different, but in generality, I'm speaking in general.
Right.
If we put 100 men in the room, 89% of these men are all going to be like, yeah, most of this stuff, yeah, I agree with you on that. These are just 3 things. They're not the only things. I'm not saying they're the only things, but 3 things. So I was saying that to say when people watch this clip, they took what I said out of context and what bro was saying about out of context because he talked about Kevin Samuels. They took it out of context. But we want y'all to watch the full video. Make sure you still are watching the full video, the full podcast. For the people that are watching the full podcast, we appreciate you. We love y'all.
And I want to say this about Kevin Samuels, because he is the one that actually taught me about the 3 S's: sex, sandwich, silence. That is for the men. For the women, it is 6-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet tall. It could be, but everybody is different. So this is just a general analysis. It's not like
Specific, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's not specifically.
we're not saying every single person. We're saying in general.
But I will say this. If you want to keep your man, not to get your man, if you want to keep your man, bring him peace. A lot of y'all will hear the 3 S's: sex, sandwich. Why do I have to stay silent? Oh, that's fucked up. Bring him a sandwich. What the fuck? Like the one lady had said on a podcast, women will fuck a man raw with no thought about the consequences afterwards, but we draw the line at making a man a sandwich. It's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That is some bullshit. But the most part we want to talk about is what brings that man peace. My cousin, my brother, my homie, my ride or die dog. I'm talking about Joe. I'm gonna say his name. He has said a comment to me and said, "Yo, I could never date a man who played video games, like on his time off and stuff like that." And I had a little back and forth with him. I was going, wait a minute. So if the man you're dating, you know what I'm saying, if he went to work, brought home the bacon, did everything he wanted to do, and in his free time he wanted to play the game, that would be a problem. He was like, yeah. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's his preference. But what I'm going towards is his peace. Maybe after a long day of work, dealing with bullshit coworkers, paying the fucking bills, not having no money to his fucking name, he put money on the electricity and that Wi-Fi.
That's why niggas had that shit on airplane.
Put on airplane mode, man.
But go ahead.
But after a long day of work, he wants to play the fucking game. That's his peace. That's his mechanism. Why is it, I'm not saying it's a problem or anything, but you have to learn how to bring that man peace. If you could bring him peace and some food, I guarantee you he ain't going nowhere. Right. He's not going no fucking where. A woman that said, man, she peaceful. Man, she always cook for me. Man, she don't really be bitching about and shit like that. Now, with certain things you might want to address with your partner. Hey, I don't like when you stay out. I'm not comfortable with you talking to this certain person. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Cool. But we have to look for, how can I be beneficial or bring something to the table and also do it in a delightful way? Right. I think those are key. And maybe it's just a me thing. But those will be key essentials on what I think from a man's perspective, how to keep a man.
Yeah. This goes, what the fuck? Sorry, y'all.
Nah, it's all good.
We gonna turn that bitch off. Fuck. Tried it, didn't work. But this goes back into another thing. Is a man valued by only what he can provide? What do you think about that?
In a sense, yeah, and in a sense, no. I'm 50-50 on that. Mm-hmm. Because yet again, I feel like if you're trying to date, you have to bring something to the table. Right. At the same time. But at the same time, we don't, like, I feel like some women get into relationships feeling like the man has something to offer, when I feel like we should motivate our men to try to bring something to the table. They don't never get a chance to really motivate the man or to try to, like, hey, and I was in my room thinking one day, I said, you know what'll be dope? For me, it'll be dope if a woman will come to a man, give him some good pussy one time, suck his dick, lick his balls, all that type of shit, and say, hey, if you want this good pussy again, if you want my mouth and succulent juices, I couldn't say that, succulent juices all over that dick, listen, you're going to have to bring some money to the table. You're going to have to, just whatever. Whether if you want to make $100,000, you're going to have to take care of me and my kids. I guarantee you, if you laid that pussy on them right, I'm gonna have to get my act together, man. That pussy was fire, and she want this at damn right. But a lot of times,
But the coochie gotta be fire.
right. But I'm saying a lot of times y'all will meet a man and say, oh well, you know what I mean? He can't do nothing for me, all that stuff. You haven't even proven yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have not proved yourself. So who are you to be making all these demands to say, oh, he got to be making 100 figures and he got to put me in a nice house and take care of the kids and shit like that. And you have not presented nothing.
Right.
But at the same time, like you said, some woman will know to help build a man. And I think that's what a lot of these young girls are missing. Help build a man. Stop jumping in a relationship thinking he's supposed to offer something. Meet a man who has nothing and build him up so he can give you everything. But I feel like people are scared to get taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck a man good and you teach him how to eat pussy good, they'll feel like, oh, well, if I teach him how to eat my pussy good, he'll break up with me and then eat the next bitch pussy good. So that's what the disconnect is.
I mean, it's a risk you gotta take. I can't speak on the woman side. It would be a little bit better if we had like a woman, in here to talk, to try to break up everything. Like you said, it can go 50-50. If a man is only valued by what he can provide, yes, but you can also say that for a woman, because it's like, well, what is she providing? Like you talked about earlier, if she's not providing peace, then why am I with her? If she's not providing me something to build off of, what am I with her for? If y'all have kids, if she's not taking care of the kids, what am I with her for? So
right.
These are things she should have to provide, like being a mother and all these things. But as far as a man, I would say initially, as a man, and I'm only speaking as a man.
Right.
I'm only speaking from my point of view.
Right.
As a man, it's fucked up to say this. As a man, you would, I would say, yes. I would say yes a little bit, as in, yes, I'm valued in what I provide. Because when it comes to picking up a chick or like being in a relationship with a chick, or not, I'm not going to say a relationship, that's a little bit different. But, getting to know a girl or like being around her, I don't give a fuck about what she provides, honestly.
Exactly.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I got my own money, my own car. Like, I got my own everything. Own house. I don't need you for nothing. But this goes again to a woman's standpoint. If she has all that, what does she need a man for? I would say certainly she would need him for security, guidance, those two things. I'm going to just say those two things off the rip. But, it goes 50-50, but I would say even if I didn't have those things, I wouldn't give a fuck what this girl has. I'm just trying to bust a nut.
Right.
Like, I'm just trying to fuck on you. Like, I'm just trying to fuck on you. And then if we want to be together, yeah, that's cool with me. Get married, yeah, that's cool with me. I don't need shit. I don't have shit to offer, but...
And I'm going to still, not to cut you off, but I'm going to still speak on that. Ladies... Sex, sandwich, silence. Let me tear that ass up. When I get tired, we can eat some chicken wings. And after we eat the chicken wings, we're going to Netflix and chill. I get it. If you had a long day, you want to talk about it, you need something to get off your chest. After that, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Oh my God.
But see, I think in a sense like that, women are a lot more emotional.
Right. So we have to... I don't want to say tame
like
them, but we have to.
You have to know a woman is always going to be for men out there that are trying to pick up women. This is not 100% a dating podcast. So if you came for a dating podcast, I'm not your life coach, my nigga. You got the wrong niggas. But I'm just going to give you a couple tidbits. But I would say women are very emotional. Every woman is. You have to know when to hold her, when to fold her, when to put her in her place, and when to let her go. So when you saying like stuff like that, well, after they talking, sometimes they just need a vent. Sometimes
right. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Everybody needs that every time and time again. But at the same time, when a man is in his peace, baby, that might not be the time to, say what you got to say, because he might do the same. He should be doing, a lot of men, I would say for myself, I would do the same thing. If I see you chilling in the bed or you chilling on the couch watching TV, I'm not going to vent to you about my fucking day. When we out eating, let's say if we was at a restaurant, I'm not going to vent to you about how I feel about certain things. But this is, again, why I feel like, you can see it in the media and you would see it even in my life. I feel like men don't open up about a lot of things. If you meet, women out there, if you meet a man that's opening up about a lot of things, he's very emotional, 9 times out of 10, he was raised by a single mom. I'm sorry to say it. 9 times out of 10, he was raised by a single mom. Or if he did have his dad in his life, he primarily stayed with his mom. Because
right.
the more emotional I find as my guy friends, most of the time they with their moms. And I don't know how to, some emotions we, as men, you be like, fuck all that. Like, I ain't got to talk about it. Like, it is what it is. We just operate in a different reality. So, if you find a man that's talking about it like that, then yeah, he probably was raised with his mom. But you just got to know when to, chime in. A man is gonna know when to chime that shit in. Like, I bet you started talking about it first, and then now I'm gonna chime in on what I've been going through. Like, I let you talk, now I'm gonna let, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna go off. So those are the...
Well, for me, I know you was talking about, this ain't a relationship podcast, and this isn't a relationship podcast. We are only speaking from being a male in our opinion. But I will say this, ladies, I'm going to go back to what I said. I'm telling you right now, you want some advice from me, how to keep your man? What can I do to keep a successful relationship? What can I do from him doing some dumb shit? The only way you going to know if he like you is if you fuck him. Or after you fuck him, you have to after you fuck, literally, once he start breathing and say, oh man, that was some good sex, I will literally put my drawers back on and say, if you want this good pussy again, make a checklist, boom, flap it on his ass. Listen, I'm going to need you to keep a job. I got kids that need to be taken care of.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving if a girl do that.
If she get, no, but I'm saying if she gave me some good pussy. Listen,
fuck that pussy. That pussy is not worth it.
This is my checklist. You got to check these things off, and this is what I require for us to have a good relationship. You start fucking it up, I'm gone. But it's not going to apply until you give him that pussy. Niggas will do whatever, smile all in your face to, oh yeah, baby, whatever. Once he get the pussy, watch he start acting different. That's what I'm saying. You got to give up, and it's fucked up. I know niggas ain't going to agree and shit like that, but I'm saying, meet a person, date, give him the pussy, run down the checklist. But he's only going to agree to the checklist on how good you fucked him. If you let him tear it up, tie you up, however y'all do the sex or whatever, then he just might, man, this woman, she sucked my dick from the back, make my booty hole clap. And I'm going to go ahead and do that shit.
I'm only rebuttaling that or challenging that or, saying no, because it's some people might take you as saying have sex with him one time. What if this motherfucker came in 3 minutes? 20 pumps and he bust a nut. He not gonna give a fuck. Unless that shit was that good that made him do that. But in my personal opinion, right, I would say I would get scared if a girl did that to me. Like, after I had sex with you, now you running down a checklist? What the fuck is you talking about? Where the fuck was all this energy before the fucking? Because now, and this is why I feel like women are so guarded. Okay. I could be wrong. Because now the man has kind of the upper hand, in a sense. Because women aren't out here just freely giving coochie out. Let's be real, right?
Right.
So if you give the one thing out that is safeguarded, sacred to you and to him, if you give the one thing he's been chasing out, now he knows what you feel like, what it's hitting for, basically. You have no leverage. What else can you say? Oh, well, if you want it again, well, if it be like, well, I just wanted to hit it once. I don't give a fuck about it again. Because that's what I would do. I'd be like, man, fuck all that. You got all this. A hell of a responsibility. That's a hell of a task to get some more coochie. I got to do all this. But, I mean, in a sense, I see what you're saying, because I mean, but that's what a lot of women do expect. Like after they do give the coochie up, okay, my nigga, like you gonna start paying these bills, you gonna start taking care of me, you know what I mean?
Right.
But a lot of women will come out and say it straightforward, and that's why, you know, on the same tip, like you can see them saying like, oh, that's a gold digger, but you know, some women are just straightforward. Like, no, they fuck with me. You need to make a certain amount of money because she just live a certain lifestyle. And she like, yo, if I'm either A, move in with you or you move in with me or wherever we go get a house or whatever, I got this bill, this bill, this bill. My bills is $10,000 a month alone. But I don't know a bitch, you know, too many girls that got $10,000 worth in bills. Like, what the fuck is you driving? A Huracan? The fuck is you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I got a question for you. What is a time period on when like somebody should sleep with each other? Like
night. The first night. If you not giving that ass up in the first night, that's I'm telling y'all now. The first night. Do not wait. Do not fucking wait.
So you don't believe in the 90-day rule?
Fuck no. Fuck that 90-day rule. Because the sex is only going to get trashed. I'm going to say me personally. If it's not actually, let me let me hone back in. I'm joking a little bit on the first night. I would say
okay.
I would say up to a week. I would say up to a week. I wouldn't wait 90 days. The 30-day, 90-day. No, bitch. Because I'm going to say it like this for the men. If Zendaya, I like Zendaya, or Beyonce was to walk past and she says she was ready to give you that coochie, are you going to tell her 90 days? For the women, if Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Chris Brown or Celebrity Crush walked past you and said, hey, I'm ready to give you this dick, are you going to tell him to wait 90 days? Fuck no, you're not. So why are you going to make this guy wait 90 days? Why? Because he's not them? That's only going to lead to, if I'm saying the word right, infidelity, cheating, all this extra shit. Because you made him wait. Because me, I'm like, what the fuck she making me wait for? She must got an STD, some type of AIDS or something like that. She got some bullshit going on. Or she fucking somebody else and she don't want to like have my scent, or like she like, no, I only fuck one dude a day, whatever. That's how I'm going to take it. I'm going to be like, no, fuck that, 90 days. Now, I could see a week. If you like, no, let's talk for the first week or two, 2 weeks, But after 2 weeks, like, and I would only say this applies to people 21 and older. If you're under 21, yeah, bitch ass motherfucker, you should be waiting 760 days before you get some cheeks. Do not be out here fucking young. But I'm saying like, no, bro, if you gonna make somebody wait that long, no, you truly don't want to fuck with them, because off the rip, I don't care how you are, off the rip in the first week if you gonna let this person fuck or not. I don't care who it is, up and down. You could try to argue me to death, but I'm gonna stand on that. Unless you got some shit going on with your body or something else, you not gonna let them hit in the first week. But if you don't have nothing going on, you gonna let him fuck. You gonna let him fuck, and I'm saying, or the man, you gonna fuck her in the first week. Like, no, bro, I don't believe in that. But I say it's better to get that shit. Me, I'm the type, let me get this shit out the way.
Right.
Because if
Let
I
me
wait,
see how it is.
If I wait, yeah. It's like going to fucking McDonald's or something. If I'm waiting in a long ass line, and that's how I feel, and I'm not saying ladies, you are a long ass line of men that are, just coming in and all that extra shit.
Right.
But if I'm waiting and I go into a store, there's nobody in there, and I wait for my food for an hour, and this food come out to be fucking trash, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. And that's why I'm like, bro, you might as well just go ahead and knock that shit out, get that shit out the way, so you know what it's hitting for. So we ain't fucking playing La La Land. Now, I would say wait a week or two. Now, if y'all religious and you want to wait till after marriage and all that, that's cool. But it's, I've never met motherfuckers that's like that. But it would suck to, wait till after marriage. Y'all been together for like, let's say 8 years or something like that. Or, 3-4 years, and y'all get married, and that shit ass, and now you married to that person. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I wouldn't do it. How about you? How long would you wait?
And it's fucked up because I feel like it depends. If you one of these trashy ass, I just met you at the club ass bitches, nothing going to fuck on and shit like that. Nah, man, ain't nobody. You ain't. Oh, and even if you got kids, that like decreases your value in my point. If you type of motherfucker, you got kids and all that, and then you talking about some, oh, what, wait a minute, you let this man get it, bust a nut all in you, and left you with a kid, and it's all cool. With me, you want to wait because you don't want, fuck no. But you had mentioned Zendaya. And this is why I brought up the motherfucking checklist. Cause I'm looking at it like if I met Zendaya in the motherfucking club, and say she was, we vibed for, I met her and we vibed for a week and she gave me the pussy. Then after she gave me the pussy, if she gave me, listen, I do these shows. I got everybody on me. This the checklist. I'm going to only hit you up at night because in the day I'm working time. I don't need you to be commenting on all my fucking pictures and shit like that. And a nigga like me, this is why I went off about the checklist thing, but it only works if you gave him some good coochie. Keyword, good coochie. You can't just have coochie or you can't just have good. Oh, well, I treat him good, but I ain't give him no coochie. No, it has to be good coochie. Oh, I gave him some coochie, but it wasn't good. No, it has to be good coochie. After the good coochie from Zendaya, if she was like, you know what? The only way I'm going to fuck with you is if you drive a supercar. Well, damn, I'm going to have to turn my Kia into a motherfucking Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Oh, I'm going to need you to have some money because I like to travel. Well, damn, I need to figure a way to find $650. You know what I'm saying? And yet again, every man is different. Yeah, so yet again, this is not a relationship podcast. This is just my view.
Right.
The only way you're going to see if the man likes you, fucks with you, and want to be with you is if you fuck him good. Keyword, good coochie. And a lot of people feel like because they got coochie, that is good. No. You could suck dick, but motherfuckers don't know the twisty 3000. You could fuck them good, but don't know how to arch your back when you fucking. They're like, yeah, girl, what's wrong with you?
Your back shot wind might stink.
And some of these niggas is wild. Some of these niggas like thumb in the butt or put it in the butt and stuff like that. And they feel like, man, she fucked me good, but she don't like to do no butt play or something like that. Even you just never know. And Samora has said this on a Netflix special. Oh yeah, he may like you, she may like you, or he may like you, however it go, but you got to know what he really like. You know what I'm saying? Yet again, bring peace to that man. What does he really like?
What turns him on? What turns her on? Yeah.
And you'll know if a woman like you, even if a man like you, he's willing to do anything to keep you around. Some people feel like, oh, because I fucked him good one time and I picked him up or I took him shopping. He ain't going nowhere. Fuck no. And I know they quick to say, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't only shit because he come home and you fucking nagging. Niggas ain't shit because when the fuck he wanted some head, you was bitching about, oh, I'm tired. Niggas is only ain't shit because the fuck when he was trying to talk to you and communicate with you, he could not communicate with you like he wanted to. But that girl down the street, she ugly as hell. She ugly than a motherfucker, but she know how to talk to him. She know how to put a smile on his face. She's not bitching and complaining about all problems that ain't got nothing to do with him. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And she's not bitching.
And it goes the same for men as well. It's like a woman. You know what I mean? You bitching, complaining, you cussing her out or not treating her right. It's going to be a nigga. It don't matter where it's at. It could be at her job, at the church, or anything. He going to talk sweet nothings to her, sweet whispers to her. Know how to talk to her. Oh, you like coffee, girl? French vanilla latte. Oh, I'm going to bring that. And then the next day he show up with French vanilla latte, her favorite chocolate and shit. And then, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers try to be smooth. But all he trying to do is get some coochie. But after he get the coochie, he don't give a fuck about you no more. So women, don't fall for that dumbass trap. Don't fall for that trap. If you fall for that trap, just a okie doke bitch. Nah, you're not an okie doke bitch or whatever. But nah, that was just, you just fell for the okie doke. But yeah, no, the main point is, going back to the main point, is a man valued by what he can provide. I think both of us said, it's 50-50. It's 50-50 when it comes down to it. I feel like, yes, a man should want to provide. And that's what a lot of women might say. A man should want to provide. right? And I feel like that too. Like a man should want to provide. But if that's all you're, is that all you're valuing him off of?
Right.
When it comes to being with him, I feel like in general, a lot of women would say yes. They would say no, but then you would say, well, what do you look for? And a deeper question it, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're going to tell on themselves by, isn't that something that you value? You're looking for him to do this and have this. That's something you value. Yeah, you're basing, and that's why I said it goes the same for women. Like, but if you just looking at this as a sex question, can he get sex off of what he can value? I would say no. I would say absolutely not, because a dude can come in there and just talk shit to your girl, or shit to a girl and get some ass. So, right. But I'm saying in a relationship, or marriage, that's where and you would have to value, and it goes both ways.
And to all my young fellas, just because you bring if you meet a woman and you bring value to the table, you bring value to the table. You have showed her you brought value to the table. Do not be finessed by these women that's just on some gimme shit.
Facts.
Do you know why I choose to be motherfucking single? It's because I'm not going to say there hasn't been a woman. I'm not going to tell that lie. But I would like for my future woman to show reciprocation. If that's a good word I can use for this type of... That means if the fuck I'm bringing good energy and good value to you, I need you to reciprocate that energy back to me. I'm tired of these gold digging ass bitches. Oh, I want some money. I need some money. I need some bill. But the moment the man is going through a situation, the moment a man needs a pick me up or a help or something, motherfuckers are, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't have no, fuck all that.
Yes.
I don't want to be in a relationship with you, fucking with you, if I have showed you. Not that I have just said it and, oh, baby, I'm going to give you the moon and the stars and stuff. No, I've showed you. Listen, I got money. I have a job, or I'm an entrepreneur. I have somewhere where you can lay your head comfortably and be safe.
Right.
I need that energy I need you to treat me like a king. Most of the time, women will want to show their masculine side and would treat niggas like peasants.
I think that's the thing that's happening nowadays. Women are picking up a lot more masculine traits, and that, I be hearing a lot of shit, and I think it does come from them joining the workforce.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Rights, the Me Too movement, it starts from all this. Do I think women should be able to vote? Yeah, I'm not like that, but I'm saying it breaks down a lot of households, because now she feels though, and she should, I feel like she kind of should, but this is still a man. This is still a man. At the end of the day, this is still a man. You should always want to follow your man. She feels like she should have a say in everything. She feels like she can do it on her own, or you have to follow what she says. And that's where, things become distant or stagnant. That's where you break things up, because I can put my mom on this podcast right now and ask her, are you gonna follow what your husband says? And she gonna say, you damn right. You damn right. She done told us to our face, whatever my husband say to do, I'm doing. That's my husband. And that's what a lot of you new young bitches don't understand. That's what y'all don't understand, that yes, you gonna follow a man. Like, not you're going to, but the man is going to be the leader of the household. It don't matter if you make more money than him. It don't matter. He's still the leader of the household, man. He's still going to be that lead. And that's what women, fail. I would say our generation, or what's going on now in the dating world. But I don't know. I'm not out there like that, y'all. So I'm speaking from past. So it's like, right. But this brother, not to put you out there, but talk to this man.
And notice that, I guess every, 20 years, 10 years, times do change. So we get it. We let you women, you know what I'm saying, speak up for yourself. Yes, we can do it. Give us equal rights, all that type of shit. But I will say this. Before we started this podcast, I just got done listening to a Club Shay Shay interview with Cheryl Underwood. She said something that I'm like, yo, if women were still on this page, we wouldn't, I'm telling you, it would be less of this argumentative bullshit. She said, even though I'm famous and I make a lot more money than my husband, I wouldn't technically consider myself the breadwinner. The man was always, I don't want to say the breadwinner, but he was always ahead of the household. That's not to say put your values down and worship the fucking man, but also remember to treat that man like a king and stop treating that man like a peasant. Young men out there, there's nothing wrong with spoiling the lady, but also have boundaries. Bitch, I have gave you $500 and I've gave you $500 motherfucking dollars and you still walk around with your hand out trying to go to other niggas. Fuck no, you can't fuck with me. And I stand on that.
Yeah.
And I stand on that. I've gave you $500 fucking dollars. Oh, $500, that's on you, you greedy bitch. You know, can't take me to the Cheesecake Factory having ass hoe.
Stay away from women like that. I know we said this is not a relationship podcast, but see, this is what happens when you bring up, you know, a good topic or something.
This the Just Say It podcast, nigga. We gonna say
and
it.
I say it like this. What you come into a relationship with is maybe the reason you break up. If you come in flexing money, oh, I got it, baby, I'm doing it like this, that might be the reason you leave that relationship. Right. Me, if I'm gonna tell y'all young brothers, you know, men out there that are single, this is how I would start a relationship. Be the brokest mother. No, don't physically be the brokest. Don't in real life be the brokest motherfucker ever. But start simple. Simplicity is key.
Right.
When you starting to meet a girl, let's have a talk and a walk, baby. Well, what you want to do? I want to go ahead. If y'all live by a beach or anything like that, let's have a talk and a walk. Let's just go to the beach. We just going to talk.
Grab some coffee.
Grab some coffee while we out there. Grab something to eat. That's why I said you do got to have a little bit of money. Have like, you know, $30, $40. Grab her something to eat. Hey, let's talk and a walk. And do that maybe 2 or 3 times and then start to upgrade to the $500 stuff. But that $500, that sounds like y'all been together for about 3+ years. I wouldn't do it for anybody else that's 3 under. If you 3 under, bitch, you get $100 max.
Right.
$100 max. But after 3 years, no, you can start, you know, elevating deeper into the pocket. But, yeah, that camera about to die in the middle. So,
yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this episode up.
Did you still want to talk about the Yemeni?
Nah. We'll put it for another episode.
Ooh,
you know, for all you unsigned artists, anybody that want their song played, let me make sure I'm saying this right because I said it wrong on the other episode. Send your music. To Just Say It official podcast at gmail.com.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, I got it right this time.
Yes, sir.
We gonna work on this situation because I don't know what's going on with this.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
I tried to put my phone on airplane mode and it cut it off.
Nah, that's all cool. I just had a discussion before this podcast. Every episode we learning something. So thank you again for tuning in to this podcast episode. I'm Warren Sox.
And I am DJ Blood Money.
And we thank you so much. And now go ahead.
And we out, y'all. This is the Just Say It podcast.
It's the Just Say It podcast.
Man, we talked about relationships today. Is a man valued on whether he... is a man valued on only what he can provide? We talked about, please make sure you watch the full videos, not just clips. And we talked about a fun fact that a jug of juice, jug of Hawaiian Punch cannot get super cold. It takes forever for it to get cold. But please make sure you comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and comment. Again, this is KGB Cho, Cry Alone. But lately, I've been popping pills. Take me this far. Watch the way I tears, I cry alone.